Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our major markets update for the TD Sequential. So we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, starting with the S&P first, as we usually do. You can see we had this pennant that we'd drawn in, based off this 4-hour chart. And yeah, you can see we've pretty convincingly broken through that now, and we are holding on the underside of this horizontal resistance also. What I will say is that we have got this 4-hour 9, which is either going to potentially hold the price up or maybe reverse us. So we've got to kind of look for a break above this 9 or a break below this low here. I think a break below this low will trigger a move. I mean, I don't think we'll get supported here. I think it would be nearer to the 618 that we'll get if we were to break this low here. So I will just draw this down to there. But yeah, it's in a bit of a tough spot, the stock market, to say the least. I do feel like it needs to decide needs to decide whether it's going to turn itself around or whether it's going to just come back down. I mean, we have got these, the 0.5 fib. We've got this sort of level here, the 618, which is obviously the target. We've got the 0.5 fib. So we have got these levels basically that are potential targets, which would be a relatively healthy. That would be a relatively healthy correction in this market, and then to push on upwards. But obviously it doesn't have to happen. We can keep pushing on upwards. But yeah, I mean, I would just be looking mainly at how we react, how we interplay with this TD9. I'll extend this along a bit. If we break above here, which is around the 3070 mark, 3070 mark. If we break above there, I would expect a continuation up to at least the 786. But quite likely the top of this, I think this would be a reasonable target as well. Failing that, a break below what is with the low of a couple of days ago, the low of this 9 candle. I think that would spell some pretty serious downside. So yeah, it's kind of in the balance for this at the moment. Like I said, we've broken out of the pennant that we had drawn, so now it's a case of yeah, I mean, are we gonna get supported by this 4-hour 9? No real reason why we shouldn't be. We had obviously a nice 9 that caught price a bit there. We had a 9 relatively near the top there, a 9 here, and so yeah, there's no real reason why we shouldn't. We are looking like we at least gonna, even if we just sort of come into this area, yeah, I mean, even if we just test the 786 area, or even back test the trend line. I'm probably looking. I'm leaning on the side of we're going to get a bit of a bounce here, but we've got clear defined levels anyway, so we can always look to those basically for trade entries. Nasdaq obviously clearly not looking as bearish here. Nasdaq not looking as bad at all. I'm sure I had some trend lines drawn on here, but they do appear to have gone. So maybe I didn't. Maybe I just made that up. Who knows? But yeah, we'll draw this this sort of trend line on here. So we've got room to run before we potentially hit this. So as in room to run to the downside, or room to even sideways consolidate and then hit the trend line at a future point in time. We've got this trend line going on here as well, roughly speaking, so we'll draw that on. So we've got a nice channel basically, nice channel. We look like we are gunning for the bottom of the channel, but we do have this nice horizontal level anyway that we have drawn in. So yeah, I mean, I think this is an important inflection point on a lot of these markets now. I think if we do see much more downside, we'll probably see quite a bit more downside. But that's not necessarily what I would guess is the most likely scenario. That's a 4-hour anyway. Let's have a look at the 12-hour and the daily. I don't think we'll see much TD-wise, just because of the general gist of the price action is pretty much consolidating. So we won't get any TD9s. But yeah, I mean, it's there's no real reason why we can't just at least just come down and tag these. Also the 21 on the daily, and then just carry on upwards like we have been. But obviously that is, like I said, is an inflection point. If we do break below this horizontal and the trend line and below the 21 on the daily, which we haven't really done, and close any candles below recently, like by recently I mean since well we haven't obviously since here basically, which is the actual the full on dump we got over. We then haven't basically come back under at all. So it is an important level. Russell, how's the Russell looking? Yeah, the Russell has now lost its trend line. I believe we were looking at this yesterday. We have got this horizontal level. I mean, we are currently, that's where we've wicked down to. So I think this is pretty important here. If we stay down here, you can see the 21 is going to start curling. And also, if we break this, I think we are going to see some more downside. I mean, this is looking more bearish. So then obviously these markets aren't going to go in opposite directions. If the Nasdaq S&P goes up, this is going to go up, but obviously it's struggling to go up as much, so maybe this may come up, back test this, and then we'll have another sell-off. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we are in an inflection point in these markets. Crude, this isn't crude, this is USO. USO is obviously following oil with its somewhat weakness the past couple of days, although it's had a bit of a rally today to roughly the midpoint of its overall sell-off. As in its sell-off from between, well, just the middle of the zone that we can see here. I mean, we're literally at the midpoint. But yeah, if we go to the 4 hour, you can probably see better what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we had this sell-off here, and yeah, on this, no, sorry, because I'm looking at oil. This is USO. I'm looking at the actual oil price. But yeah, USO is not quite done the same. USO is basically still in this box. In this area here, so it's trying to break out, getting supported by it. But if oil keeps going down, it's going to come down. Not really anything TD wise, just some nice 12-hour 9s and daily 9s, but nothing of consequence at the moment for us. We had a 9 there, a bit of indecision at candle. We're now below that, so yeah, I mean this is looking to like a topping formation. If we do start to take out these lows, then we'll clearly see more downside. We'll actually go over to, I don't know what I'm doing here. We'll go over here to the actual oil chart. So yeah, this on the 4 hour. Nice trend line we've got in play here. Nice trend line, which we are currently at. So I'd probably look, yeah, I mean, we have been supported. We have got a 4 hour 9. We are now above this, well, traded above the 4 hour 9, not actually closed above the 4 hour 9. I mean, is this potentially going to form, well, this is not necessarily the most relevant horizontal now, but are we gonna form an ascending triangle of sorts, just a bit of a fake out above here? I mean, it does look a good target up to here. It's much the same way I'm looking at, I don't know why I clicked over to that. In the USO, looking like we could potentially be supported where we are and have a move up. Yeah, it's difficult to see, but obviously stock markets are probably erring on the side of weakness, but obviously oil doesn't have to go down. Even in an inflationary environment, oil can go up and the stocks can go down, so that's not really the issue here. Nice 4 hour 9 coming up, so I think this will be a good entry. So basically what we've got with gold is we've got this sort of range that we've been in, as you can see, for quite a while here. This sort of like nice little rectangular box formation. We have peaked out above it, come back in, and we are potentially coming up on a 4 hour 9. So this may be a good buy. This may be a great buy for oil gold here. Yeah, around this level we're at now. This could be a good buy. We faked out, we come back down. If we basically get the move back up, back above here, back above this horizontal, then I do believe we're gonna then see that the actual move over 1800. Then if we fail there, if we get rejected there, or if we basically take out the low of how this 4 hour 9 develops, I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be held up by here. I mean, you just really got to be looking for the bottom of the channel, which is around 1700. So and then obviously we've had a lot of fake outs even below that. So well, not necessarily fake outs, but just price action below that. So this is an interesting one. This is looking really good though. This is looking like a good risk reward trade, is to basically buy now and have you stop, like, say around here. Yeah, but have you stop around about what's that? About $20 below the price, and aim for, well, if we bust through it, I mean, I would probably expect us to get around to where I've drawn it to, like around 1840 pretty quick. So gold could be a good trade. Failing that, if we trade below, and then obviously if you stop out, if you then start trading below here, I think this could be a good short trade. So yeah, some trades lining up in gold. Some interesting trades lining up. You would obviously, if we are going to see some weakness in the stock market, you would potentially see this move down as well. Yeah, well, it's a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated. Yeah, let's go on to the daily first. Let's it's looking very much like a well, it's looking very much like a bull flag, in all fairness. Although I'm not particularly liking this flat bottom and lower highs, but it's not to say it can't break to the upside. But yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, a lot of price action in silver has been held within this range, minus this sort of craziness that happened in March. We could pretty much draw ourselves a nice little horizontal for the high and the low. In fact, we probably will draw it in. We'll reduce the side thickness of this because it's looking a bit thick, and then we will draw another one over the top of here. Oh, doesn't like that. We'll draw another one over sort of the top of here. And we'll make that a little bit thicker too, because these are our main levels. We will we'll just delete that. Yeah, so kind of looking for what we're kind of looking for here, really. I mean, breaking above this line will probably propel us up to here, and then I think we may have the strength to break through. In my own mind, regarding the silver price analysis, I'm ignoring this. And just sort of looking at this range that we're in, and this is a bit of an anomaly. You can see the 9's acted great though, like just a 9 here, a 9 there, a 9 there, and this is on the daily. So yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic buy, clearly, obviously in hindsight as well, but even, yeah, at the time, great buy. Obviously it's difficult to buy into things that are capitulating like that, but I mean, they have to stop somewhere, and it'll come a long way. Nothing TD wise on the 12 hour. Not really a lot of TD wise here. We had the 9 there, nearly had a 9 here, but we're at the bottom of the channel. I mean, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I would really just be, yeah, waiting for breakout above here, and then potentially above there, and then above there. Yeah, I mean, I think we would gain momentum to the top side. A sell-off in the stock market may propel that, especially if we then get a move in gold also. Which we may be getting based off this 4-hour 9. I think we'll get the move. Silver maybe won't react straight away. This ratio will come up a bit more, and then it will come down. But at the moment, obviously, it's come down a little bit. Nearly got to the 9, look, as you can see. And now we are coming down. So, but do I think gold's going to have a pump? I think so. And do I think silver would keep up? Not initially, but I think eventually it will sort itself out. Copper, another asset that I am currently bullish of. Let's go to the we clicked on it, so we'll look. Yeah, nice 2-day 9 there. I'm guessing, did we have one on the daily? No. Yeah, the daily 2, yeah. So we had this 9. We came down. We tested the top of the trend line. We're pushing back up. I believe we will take this out and go upwards, basically. It's what I'm kind of looking at in copper. If stock markets do go down, I mean, copper will be weak because it's obviously an industrial metal, but it's not a precious metal. But it could. Yeah, it could come down a bit, so maybe that will draw it down to either here or into the channel. But I believe that would be a buying opportunity. How has wheat reacted off its 9 that it had? I think it was a 4-hour 9. But we were waiting for this daily one, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. Doesn't look like we're going to get that, but it's not. Yeah, we had the nice 12-hour 9. And yeah, so this is looking good. I think we had to do something on the 4-hour 2. Yeah, 4-hour sell 9. So I believe I said, yeah, we don't necessarily want to buy into this now. The nice 4-hour 9 there, 4-hour 9 sell. I mean, these are good, obviously, trades. Look, buy, sell. But yeah, it looks like we're reversing. So I would move this down to about here, and I believe this is now pretty much a buy area for some nice upside. This is a nice level. This is to buy this asset for long term, I believe. Not a financial advice. I think this will have a pop soon. I'm basing this on FA, on inflation-based FA, but Home Depot, we always look at Home Depot. What's Home Depot doing? TD Sequential wise, nothing on the 4 hour. Daily, we only look at Home Depot because it's there. Daily, we had a nice 9, which clearly disrupted the trend. That's it. Let's have a look at work. Yeah, work basically hit our target, and now it's just playing out the zone of it, playing out this little box. It'll probably stay in this box unless it doesn't. It'll probably stay in this box until it doesn't, and when it doesn't, then we'll have the break. Not really much else I can say about that. Nice 4 hour 9. Didn't really do much after that, and then did come down, so you could obviously taking the short at the break of there. Nice move down. EasyJet, yeah. One of my friends has a lot of these shares. Against my obviously my advice, not financial advice, but hey, he's not had a good I think earnings was like yesterday. Yeah, he's not obviously had a good earnings, but yeah, I mean, we had what was looking like a nice pennant here. I didn't actually draw this on because I've only actually put this chart on my list to look at today because my friend basically asked me what I thought of it. So this is my first look at it. If he told me 2 days ago, I'd have been like, gonna break some way, and it's got earnings soon, so it's a gamble. And it was a gamble, and if it was a long gamble that you had, clearly didn't pay off. Did we have anything 4 hour to really help us? No, really, but yeah. When's this candle close? Why is the time not on this? Why is it not telling me? Oi, where's my? What are you doing? Yeah. Anyway, when we get to this, yeah, we're gonna get to a 4 hour 9 anyway. So I think that would give the drop a bit of respite. But such a big move coming out of formation, I wouldn't rely on the 4 hour to bounce us. I would rely on the 4 hour to sort of hold up the price a little bit, maybe bounce it a little bit, but it's not gonna, I don't think it's going to reverse the trend. This is strong, this is, and obviously it's got gaps. It's got gaps. It's gap boys. It's got gaps, guys. Gappy as you like. Anyway, yeah, this is looking like stick a fork in me done. This is, yeah, but yeah, you just gotta. Where's the catch point? Yeah, here we're at the catch point. If we lose this level. I'm not drawing that right. If we lose this level, then I think it's game over. I think we are going to be coming in for a crash landing, basically. Yeah. So, and then where we're talking, I mean, there's well, I don't even know. I guess we've just got to. I mean, I don't like double bottoms, but that's our next target. We will just thinning that out a little bit. This is our target really, which would be, let me just look at this, a percentage gain. Assuming I had like 100,000 shares, pounds worth of shares in this, I would be losing like roughly 30 grand. Yeah, good luck, mate. I wouldn't want to be in this, but yeah, but we are at a catch point now. So if I was still long this, I would hold now and probably sell just below here. But hold now for the bounce, and just hope that it doesn't come down too much, accelerate into this 4 hour 9. But yeah, yeah, so that'll be a few Robinhood counts blown up, I guess. T-Doc, what my friend did buy, and I told him to buy, and this one's obviously doing better. I mean, look at this. This is not. I mean, stock market has generally been weak, but this is just. I mean, this is just a bullish market, guys, and we are at the level pretty much where I wanted to buy. Obviously, break above, but we accelerated into a 12 hour 9, so clearly, and a daily 9, so definitely not a level to buy. Not a level to buy. You can, guys, right, the TD guys, you can use the TD to keep you holding your trade. Once we start to get the green count and we're holding it and we're getting towards the end of the count, just expect an accelerate and move into the 9. So he did take 2 profits too early on this, but held his losses, which are just textbook errors, but we all do them. I mean, there's no disrespect. You have to learn that way. But yeah, this is looking, yeah, I mean, that's the sell level. We've got it drawn on. Trade below here. Yeah, nice sell trade. Trade above. Well, we'll just move. Yeah, I mean, that is the 9. So close a candle above, which we sort of did there, I guess. But that was literally the next candle, and it wasn't indecision, small range candle. So I wouldn't have fancied just buying there. I would have waited a little bit to see it play out. But I mean, yeah, to be honest, if we basically get back above here, especially like by a few dollars, yeah, I mean this looks good for a move up. It's looking a lot like gold with a little pop in gold. Costco. I think we adjusted this trend line. It doesn't matter where or how we adjust it. It's just not wanting any of it, is it? I mean, I'm gonna have to start looking at this as I'm gonna have to start looking at this sort of trend line we've got coming in now. I believe. We'll draw it in. I would start looking at this as potential resistance. There is overhead resistance now. And that's even if we get back into this pennant. Yeah, difficult. It's a difficult one to read, this one now. I am fundamentally bullish of it. It was an FA play, but obviously volatility increased in it quite massively in March, as it did in everything. But yeah, so I mean, obviously prior to that, you can see this thing's just like the golden boy. But yeah, I mean, this is a larger time frame pennant. This is a daily chart and a lot of candles. Look, we're quite zoomed in here, a lot of candles. So breaking out this range, which we potentially are doing to the bottom, it may be a bump and run, but it may just be a bump. Nicola, look at this. I just mentioned this to my mate as well, the guy, and he bought so much of it. But I think he's out of this now as well. But yeah, I mean 70. It's breaking out this pennant. And it appears to be going up, but I expect this to come down to earth apparently at some point. And yeah, I mean, just an insane run up in this. But yeah, Clorex. Sorry, yeah, Clorex. Yeah, nice daily 9 at the high. Textbook came down to the support, which that would have been our target. Which we clearly hit. And then yeah, and then the arrow basically bounced off it, which we are in the process of bouncing off. Obviously above this 9. Above this 9 is the nice buy level for continuation to the upside. And yeah, closing below here would obviously be the sell level, which yeah, we'll just shove that along there, and we will shove this along here. Shove this along a bit more, or I should have put the arrowhead on it. So yeah, Clorex is yeah, these are your trades. We're literally in the middle of the zone here. You had the nice 9 to get involved. You had the nice 9 there as well. Yeah, BYD. Just I don't like this. This company did cost me some money, but I don't know why. It was an FA play, a bad FA play against my chart analysis, which I basically cut all them. I cut all the FA plays now. Yeah, and partly obviously because I'm not holding anything at the moment, whilst we're looking like we're looking like stock markets are weak, especially into this month end. Yeah, nothing with TD wise on the daily. On the daily, nothing TD, nothing 12 hour. Maybe we've got something on the 4 hour coming up. Well, we had a 9 propelled price up a bit, a 9 propelled price down, a 9 propelled price up, a 9 propelled price down. So the signs were there. The signs were all there. Very nice, like indecision, big 9 candle down there and then move up. Yeah, I mean this has been trading really well. Why was I just anyway? Tesla's looking like it's struggling now. This is it for Tesla, guys. You made it. You did it. You got your $1,000 a share. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. Now, see you at 100. But yeah, we're under this level now. Let's go to the daily. I don't even know why we're on the 3 hour. We're under this level that we've got based on, I'm guessing it's a 12 hour 9, is it? Nope. Is it based off a 4? Yeah, based off this 4 hour 9. I mean, I'm looking for a reversal in this, but this wouldn't necessarily be my preferred sell level, so I'd probably just, let's go to the daily again. I mean, we're basically roughly at it. I would probably suggest like below here is the actual real, like you'd want to get short this. But it's difficult. It's just such a big move. It's difficult. This is just one of those high volatility, difficult assets to trade, really. Yeah, but it's looking like it's going to come down at least and test down here, which is not very low, 870. I mean, it's not the lowest price in the world. And then obviously if we test that, if we get there, then down to, if we break that, then down to here. But we've got these drawn on before anyway. So yeah. it's difficult to read this one. That's why I don't trade this absolute nutcase of a share. Yeah, we've not got this old high, these highs drawn in, have we? So maybe that's the level more so, which we are getting towards. So we will extend, and pretend, yeah, roughly there, which is, I didn't line it up to the bottom of that, but yeah, I think this may be the level, a more important level. Yeah, followed by this level, then to the downside, and then yeah, this level looking pretty good too. So I think this is coming down, guys. I do, but I thought that forever, and all it's really done is go up, apart from obviously here. But yeah, interesting looking setup. Nothing TD wise to read into that. I won't be trading that. How's Starbucks doing? Yeah, had a pennant, didn't like it, dropped out of it. We're at an important horizontal here. We are at an important level, as you can clearly see. So it's do or die here. Do or die for this Starbucks. Do or die. Yeah. If we lose this, then I mean, where's the significant level of where's my daily moving average on the daily? So where is it? It's above. Yeah, it's above price. We get this is not looking good. This isn't. Yeah, I mean, we had a nice run. This is obviously from 2018. Nice run. We got supported by the 200-day. We lost the 200-day spectacularly on what incidentally was a lovely daily 9. Absolutely trolleyed. Bottom nearly on a daily 9. Bounced very, bounced aggressively at first and then whimpered our way up to the 200-day, which we then subsequently got rejected. Now the 50 period and the 2021 are looking like they're going to realign themselves in the correct posture and order. And this just looks like it's going to come down. I'd maybe expect us to... I mean, I don't think it's going to drop out of the sky now because it's come down a bit. I'd maybe expect it to test some of these moving averages at some point in the future, but this is looking bearish. This is not looking good. Yeah, no, this is looking like a good short. This is. Interesting. Let's look at Twitter. Yeah, that's what you get when you FK with the man. Yeah, Twitter just dropping out of this channel, dropping out of bed. I mean, you don't want to know what the target of this channel is because it's basically here, which is yeah, it's quite a considerable markdown. 4 hour 9 didn't really do much, but we accelerated into it, as you can see, as we often do. Yeah, this is looking dead. This is I mean, again, we've got a horizontal. I'm not even going to yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll draw it, but it's not the strongest. I don't think, I mean, we're drawing it basically at price now. So what am I saying? That we're just going to, this is it and it's a buy? Clearly not going to say that. Yeah, so this is looking pretty dead to me, this is. Yeah, nice rejection here from basically, yeah, this was a nice rejection, this was. This is a nice looking chart. I don't know if you want to know what I think about this long term. Not that you guys are potentially holding this or whatever you're doing, but I'm thinking this is our target. I'm thinking $17, guys. What do you fancy? Do you fancy it? I mean, that you could basically. I mean, that's practically the cost of it. Oh no, what I'm thinking of. Yeah, this isn't looking good. This isn't. It is a descending broadening wedge, don't get me wrong, and we got one of them in Bitcoin, potentially bullish, but in Bitcoin as well, we seem to be getting rejected, and we seem to be getting rejected here, so yeah, Twitter could be could be a nice short. Maybe look for some $25 strike puts. What's this rubbish doing? Beyond meat. I'm so negative of all these junk stocks. It's not doing too bad actually, but again, this is more linked to like inflationary food maybe. I'd say it's not looking bad. It's not got a lot of price action history anyway, has it? I don't rate this company or this product F, just for full disclosure. Yeah. To be honest though, this isn't looking too bad. This is not the worst chart I've seen. I mean, you can see the difference in the moving average posture. 200, obviously not a lot of history. 200, 50, 21, and we've broken below 21, but we're looking like we might get sucked back up above it. Especially if we get a bit more of a rally in stocks today, we can end up above that. So that may not look too bad. Norwegian cruisers. Oh dear, we don't need this. Oh, we will. We do need this, but not for the 9 that we had there. We'll delete that. Norwegian cruisers is basically broken an important horizontal now. So yeah, I mean, no one's going on no one's going to want to go. Especially old people get. My view on cruisers: that old people go on cruises, and old people aren't going to want to get on a floating petri dish, are they? Of all sorts of diseases and stuff, especially with what's going on in the world. So my view on cruise lines is that they're just basically done. But I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, there's my view. I don't know, but yeah, now it's looking finally like it's time to sell. These markets, are we gonna have a crash? Do you think? Do you mean we're gonna stock market's gonna crash? A lot of things are looking weak here. And let's have a look at something good. Let's have a look at Amazon and Apple. See what these guys are saying. But it doesn't matter. Stock markets can still crash, and these guys, do you know what I mean, can do what they want. They're about 3 companies. Basically, stock markets are crashing apart from these companies. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is just insanely an insanely bullish setup. You can clearly see an insanely bullish setup here. Yeah, I mean, we've got a horizontal along here too. Yeah, don't know what to make, because obviously we've got a really nice upward trend line, but this is the very aggressive trend line, and we have looked like we've lost this trend line, but this is the very aggressive trend line. Which, yeah, I mean, yeah, to be honest, if you want my you want my view on this, we're going to come down and test here. That's my view. And that is a $7. I mean, these guys are the darlings of the stock market, right? But if we have problems with international trade, how much stuff is going to be sold by these companies, and how much money is it then going to make? Just something for you to think about. And now, what's the other one? Apple. This is what you want to see. I can see why the Swiss National Bank basically just buys Apple. This is just a chart. This is like, wow. I mean, you see the difference, don't you, with this and other things? This is just insane. I don't really need to draw this on so much, because it is just following up that 21 on the daily, the 21 day, but I mean, there's no reason to say this is not going to get held up. But yeah, I mean, I can whinge about it fundamentally though. I mean, are people going to pay all these money for phones still? Are we going to have problems with components? Are we going to have problems with rare earths? Are we going to have problems? Just problems, basically. But I mean, this chart's got no problems. But this is basically, like I said, what everyone's buying. And whilst the chart looks like this, everyone's going to buy it. Literally, these stock markets aren't going to be done, and we're not going to bottom. If we haven't bottomed in stock markets, we are not going to bottom until these FANG stocks get basically taken around the back and shot. And this literally, do you know what I mean? I mean, this needs to be basically just destroyed before we will reach an actual real bottom in the stock markets, if we haven't already met the bottom. And everything's in fast forward these days. The Fed's 2008 playbook was pretty much enacted in like the first few days of this dump in here, and then they came out with all sorts of new stuff. So we could just fast forward, and that could be the dump that we had in stock markets. And yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's basically parabolic. I'm sure the Ellioticians will have something to say about this. But yeah, anyway, so there we go. I mean, but like I said though, these aren't representative of the market as a whole. So just something to think about. Right, so anyway, that's it, guys. I probably rambled on quite a lot there. So remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. I'm not sure why that has stayed there. So, oh yeah, I don't know if it just stayed. So, oh well, I'm sure you're going to have seen the charts anyway. But yeah, so remember, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you later.